guys, it's me again. As you can see, I'm once more in the car, but don't worry, the car's driving, but not me. I'm not driving and filming at the same time. I have my mommy with me now. We have a long day planned, a long day ahead of us. The background is we are going to see a summer theater up on a castle called the Rosenburg, so the Rose Castle, which is in the evening, so we'll just take the whole day and see stuff. We have two things planned. First is the Stift Altenburg, yeah, and a monastery, and then we're going back to the Rose Castle. I know you've had a video last year already, but we'll just see what changed in there in the meantime, and then we have the theater. We will see Shakespeare in Love in the evening, so I'll let my mom drive me, and then I'll show you the rest of it. So guys, we reached our first destination. We will have a look into a monastery called the Stift Altenburg. So we just parked the car. My mom is having a smoke, and then we will go in. First of all, we enjoy a little bit of the flowers here, which are beautiful. And then here we will come along now to the entrance of the Stift Altenburg. And I'm quite excited. I've never been here before, as usual, but this will be a good one. It's gorgeous. We can hear a little bit of music. Somebody is playing a cello or something like that, so we might be lucky and hear some music. We will see. But this is really lovely. We have a lot of lavender around here, as you can see, so it smells beautiful. We will go in now and try to find the ticket office, and we are excited. Look at the wee entrance hall. See the beautiful ceiling. So this promises a lot, to be honest. I can't wait to get in. So here we have the first look of the little courtyard inside. The church is there, where we will go in now. At first we might take a visit to the bathroom, as usual. On the way to the toilet, we found this beauty here. The other courtyard, isn't it beautiful? A lot of flowers there in the middle. More from the building. We hear the clocks, the bells already. It's really, really nice. If it wouldn't be so hot, I would probably sit down there and enjoy the view a bit. But sitting in the sun, way too hot. We are getting nearer to the main entrance. We are walking past now the main church, which is huge. On we go. We are now going underground first. We're going into a wee chapel dating back to the 14th century. Part of the leftover of the chapel. Just above us there will be the newer chapel of it, dating back to the baroque time, the 18th century. But first let's have a look at the old part. So we have some leftover from the 14th century. It was built straight on a rock, which I can't see right now, but it doesn't mean anything. It looks really cool. Then they just modernized it and completed it again. How cool is that? You can see the windows everywhere. And it just says here that they're working on it. Maybe we will be able to get into this part in a few years. That's fantastic. So we are getting closer to the rock formation. You see here is the rock. And then you see how the monastery was built on top of it, which is fantastic. I've never seen anything like this before in a stift, in a monastery. So quite impressed already. Oh, it's getting even more excited. Here you see now again the rock formation. The monastery was built on top. So you see how they just used it. I just built all around it. They just didn't flatten it out. They just mix it all together, which is fantastic. This architecture is just amazing. And you see how long it holds out. So I'm really, really impressed. Let's have a look down into the crypt. So this is now the chapel in the Gothic style, and it is here already since the 12th century and was then used for the burials. As you can see down there in the crypt, this is the oldest part of the monastery. So this is now the baroque part of the chapel, so the upper part basically, from the 17th century. Here you know me quite happy about murals and wall paintings, and here I have enough of them. And guess what? It's going on. Abbey grotto. Let's walk up now to the Emperor's staircase and the marble rooms. So these apartments were meant to be guest apartments. In the 18th century they wanted to create them for guests, but as you can see it became now a picture gallery, a painting gallery with the largest collection of baroque paintings here in this area. From the white room we are going into the black chamber. Now the Emperor's staircase down again. The Emperor's staircase only means you're going into the guest rooms of the monastery, which we've seen already, so we will leave now. So we're back down again in the rooms with the beautiful murals, and it's getting on with them. And we're not done with the murals. So I suggest we have a look now into the garden. The smell here is awesome. So we are following the way now through the garden and we're coming up here, I think, to the main church now. The bells are on, which means it's noon. We are entering now the monastery underneath the monastery. So we will walk around the cloister now. Can really see the difference of the times all these pieces are built in. Here we have total 12th to 14th century, and then just in the back you have the 18th. So just all mixed together, but in such a stylish way. It's just cool. Guys, I dare say now this is the coolest monastery I've seen so far in Austria. I mean, we've seen beautiful ones, but this is really, really extraordinary, really cool. So this room was now the room for the monks, creating the books and their copies. This room here goes back to 1270 until 1300. So it was built somewhere in this space of time. Next will be our library, and then we still have the big church. We are going down now into the crypt. Guys, I don't know anymore where to look at. First we have this side here, and then I turn around and I have this in front of me. Wow! So this is now the lower part of the library, used as a crypt, used in different kind of layers, and all painted with baroque art. See, we part of the crypt. Here there's a coffin in a little room, and the room is just underneath the staircase. So this is now the room in front of the library. There's somebody playing the piano. So the books they have here are from the 16th to the 19th century. They have about 7,170 books. Oh, let's go into the church. And also the church is, as expected, spectacular. So guys, that's us now. This will be a long video, sorry for that, but this was now the monastery of Altenburg. We are now on our way to Rose Castle to see the castle again, and then for the theatre in the evening. So you get another extra video. So this is us saying goodbye.